What's going on, guys? How's it going? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that you've probably heard everybody talk about. If you haven't heard everybody talking about it, then you probably read about it in like the news or like, you know, anywhere really. So that topic is CBD. I'm going to be talking about what it is it legal, does it get you high, and a whole bunch of other things. So let's get started. What is CBD? Long story short, it is the non-psychoactive component of the marijuana plant. So doesn't get you high, essentially. But, you know, it's got a lot of other cool medicinal benefits, which I will be talking about in this video. Let's get started, guys. So where does it come from? Long story short, it comes from the marijuana plant. But the CBD that is legal, that is federally legal, comes from the hemp plant. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, isn't that the same thing, hemp? Isn't that just another word for like weed? The answer is no, because hemp plant is a weed plant, but a weed plant that contains 0.03% of THC. THC is a cannabinoid, the most famous cannabinoid of the marijuana plant, and it's what gets you high. So the hemp plant that is federally legal is the marijuana plant that contains 0.03 of the THC, which basically doesn't get you high. So, but to go a little bit further into that, so there are two main types. If you smoked weed or you've heard people talking about weed, there are two main types of weed plants. There is the indica plant and there is the sativa plant. So the sativa is sought after by marijuana enthusiasts if they want something more of a mental high, something that will keep them awake, something that will give them energy throughout the day. They go for the flowers of the sativa plant. Then there is also, if you know, some people are looking for something that is more of a body high that will relax you, that's, you know, something good to smoke while you're at home, then you're gonna go to the indica side. You're gonna want something from the indica plant because they're different, you know, they have different effects on you to varying degrees. So the hemp plant is part of the sativa side. So it's a cousin of the sativa plant but unlike the sativa plant that marijuana enthusiasts like to smoke because it gets them high, if they were to smoke the hemp buds, it would not get them high because it has 0.03% of THC, which is the psychoactive component. So yeah, so sorry, I feel like I skipped a little bit ahead. So CBD itself, THC, those things, what are those? Those are cannabinoids. What are cannabinoids? Cannabinoids are chemical compounds in the marijuana plant. And the marijuana plant contains about 80 to 85 different cannabinoids. Now there are four main ones. I've already spoken about two of them, THC, the most famous one, and the very, very popular one right now is CBD. Now let me talk to you. There's also two other ones that aren't as well known, but that are very important, is CBN, which is mainly, you know, puts you to sleep, and there is CBG, which is an effective treatment for glaucoma, also offers anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective benefits. So yeah, so there you go. You got the four of them: THC, CBD, CBN, and CBG. Now, just to give you a bit of more information of what CBD, of the medical benefits of CBD itself. So I'm getting this I got this from this magazine right here, Science Classics. Very, very good one. If you're looking for something with a lot of information really into the marijuana industry or, you know, the plant itself, this is packed full of great stuff. So I got it from this section over here. Yeah, so this is what it says. CBD, in terms of mental well-being, CBD acts as an antidepressant and an anxiolytic, working to inhibit anxiety and panic. It acts to protect the nervous system and has been used in the treatment of epilepsy and schizophrenia. Its anti-seizure properties have been well documented It's effective in the treatment of nausea and vomiting, and has also demonstrated some ability in lab tests to inhibit the growth of cancer cells. Yes, so a lot of good stuff in that chemical compound. But yeah, moving right along. So, is CBD legal? On the federal level, I already said yes, but only under a specific type, which we've already talked about, which is the hemp plant. Basically, if you are growing, so yes, it is legal as long as it's the hemp plant grown in a specific way and also by licensed growers. There's this thing called the Farm Bill, and every 5 years the government passes a new Farm Bill. In 2018 they passed the latest one, and according to that Farm Bill, CBD was made legal. And let me read you some extracts from some sources that say why it's legal. And just so you know, I'll be including these in the link in the description up below. All that I'm reading here, you'll be able to find those links. So the 2018 Farm Bill made it legal for farmers to grow industrial hemp for the first time since the passage of the 1970 Controlled Substances Act, or practically speaking, since the 1937 Marijuana Tax Act. So what this means is that prior to 2018, extraction of CBD from the flower of the hemp plant was illegal. The 2018 Farm Bill moved oversight of the hemp plant from the DEA to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The 2018 Farm Bill allowed broad-scale hemp cultivation, and it allows for the transfer of hemp-derived products, including CBD, across state lines for commercial or other purposes. It also puts no restrictions on the sale, transport, or possession of a hemp-derived product, so long as they are produced in a manner consistent with the law. The Farm Bill of 2018 ensures that any cannabinoid that is derived from hemp will be legal, and if and only if that hemp is produced in a manner consistent with the Farm Bill, with its associated federal regulations, associated state regulations, and by a licensed grower. So yeah, any other cannabinoids produced in any other setting remain a Schedule I substance under federal law and is thus legal. Yeah, so hope that gave you a bit of information as to the legal aspects as to why CBD is legal in this day and age. Now, CBD in the news. Most recently, I'm sure you've heard that CVS and Walgreens are going to be carrying CBD products in their shelves. That is true. However, only things like creams, roll-on stuff, makeup, those things. And they're not going to be all over the US. They're just going to be in certain states. They're going to be in about 2,000 states nationwide, 2,000 stores nationwide between CVS and Walgreens. And it's only going to be stuff like creams, stuff like that you can apply outside of the body. Nothing that you can ingest though, because still, according to the federal government, that stuff is illegal. And they still don't have the regulations for it, so that's why it's still kind of like, it's a gray area, because states themselves have legalized it, but then the federal government, it's like, it's still an issue for that. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. The other cool thing that I think is worth noting is that the FDA has approved a drug called Epidiolex, which is an oral CBD solution used in the treatment of seizures associated with two rare and severe forms of epilepsy. So that's really cool to know that this plant, marijuana, is finally being recognized, and the medicinal benefits are being recognized, and now in this day and age, things seem to be going in the right direction as far, making the benefits of this plant available to everybody, whether you smoke or you don't. And also, just in general, the marijuana plant is really good for the soil. Traditionally, it was used for farming, to clean the soils, so to clean and replenish soils, so that they could keep planting crops in the same soil. So there's so much stuff about this plant that is just really good. Yeah, that's it, guys. Please let me know. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. And if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you'd like to know about, just let me know. Just write me a comment. Definitely, please like my video, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.